Welcome back to the Data Obsessed Fat Guy, everybody. It's Dale here, and we're going to get into how I really enjoyed eating yesterday, but it didn't help me out. Let's get into it. And yeah, 3,500 calories. This even includes some binging at night. Now, as you see there, if you remove the snacks from this equation, this really wouldn't look so bad. This would actually be pretty good. So that means that I have not been eating properly for me to be feeling these hunger pains, or at least the need to eat, even though I'm not really hungry. This wasn't happening a couple months ago. I got an idea about part of what happened, of course, me getting sick, but it can't just be that. All that progress couldn't just gone down the drain just from being sick for like a couple of weeks. See what's on here? This is breakfast. These are noodles, and sorry, no pictures of food today. I ate all this without thinking to take the pictures. But this is pretty much the same meal that I made, I believe, yesterday for lunch. So it was just bigger. No extra noodles. I just had way more veggies in it. So yay. And it really doesn't help to have all these vegetables, having like decent meals throughout the day if I keep tossing in all this junk. That is what's throwing me off. Eat decently, there's junk, but I am eating differently now versus a couple of months ago. So I need to figure out what was helping to balance me out to where I would not just become this stark raving hungry lunatic of a wolf that goes into the kitchen and eats my food and everybody else's junk food and stuff. I had junk food. I had pork rinds. They're not even here anymore. I need to get some. I even cut back on how much butter and oil I use while cooking. This is incredibly tough. So the griddle won't really burn up the burgers when you put it on there, so you just dab just a little bit in the center, stick the burger on top so it can spread out evenly. And just playing around with the heat, and as it makes its own fat, you just keep rolling it around. So a lot of people already do that. That has helped out a lot. Here's the best part, the snacks. I made a bunch of chicken breasts in the air fryer yesterday. I put 3 of them away to be eaten today. I ate 2 today because I ate the 3rd one yesterday. Oranges, once again, I feel that the fiber, carb, and veggie shouldn't count against any carb limit at all. And with fruits, it should just be a bit lower. I know that there's quite a bit of sugar in it, but it's nowhere near as bad as the processed sugar and the other crap you're getting in other places due to the fiber content, unless you're getting something that's been heavily modified. So that was pretty much a PB&J sandwich. I could have just put that on there. I made a recipe. I did not. And I tasted some of the corned beef that was made here yesterday and just tossed a bunch of mustard on it. And the mustard has no calories, but it makes everything taste good. At least as far as savory stuff is concerned. There it goes. My after midnight drumstick. It was good. It was caramel filled. It's not even mine. I stole that. Okay, so moving on from just, bad habits and just going on the binge. It's a better habit. So last week, whooped the weeks before behind on walking. And I've committed to making sure that every day of this current week beats out every day of last week. So far, last week, May 9th, Sunday, 3733 steps you see there. At the moment of recording right here, I'm at 3853. I'm probably going to end the day around 5,000 something. I'm not going to the store. I'm not walking outside. I'm just starting to get filled with energy. It's nice to start getting energy back for real. I just feel like getting up and doing things. I haven't even made my snake juice in over a month yet. It hasn't been on any of the food diaries that you've seen. That was why it's a bit of a pain to make it. It's just really tedious and long. I just made a gallon of it just a few minutes before making this video. So snake juice will be back on tomorrow. And surprisingly, despite the binge of yesterday, and even taking the test at the same time, or near the same time as you see here, glucose is at 102. It's just, there are things in balancing what you're eating and with food that I just plain don't understand yet. Not at all. And with my laptop, I'm going to be entering the data that I have just for the entirety of this year. I'm going to ignore most of the data before this year just to try to figure out what's going on. Just try to figure out some patterns that I can, hopefully use and even abuse a little bit to help out on my journey here. And as you see there, okay, that was about, I believe, a 3/4 pound increase. It's just, that is not fun. Blood pressure is increased as well. I need a consistent time of day when I'm doing my blood pressure readings in an environment where I am not irritated or annoyed. And that's supposed to be the basement where I'm doing it at. Things can still happen down there, unfortunately. But that was the best I could get this morning. Once again, thank you all for tuning in. This has been the Data Obsessed Fat Guy. Have a great day, y'all. God bless.